There ain't no such thing as a unicorn. Ain't no such thing as a unicorn. Women are not magical creatures. They're normal people, and they do bad stuff just like the rest of us do.
Welcome
to the J&O Show.
We talk about
things that we were never told. I'm Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
This is back and forth action at its best.
I was about to go into the rest.
She's about to go to the rest of the intro.
Sorry, y'all. Have it. Okay, so we're about to get into this video. It's actually called Modern Men Want Traditional Housewives. And it's by a confidence creator. Shout out to them.
I like confidence creator because he seems to be a lot more even killed, yeah, but he not caught up in either side.
Okay, he's neutral. He's neutral. He's
he sort of sit back and be like, that don't make no damn sense. I don't think. He look at the other side. Yeah, I know that don't make no damn sense either. And then I appreciate
he
that.
in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, BTW, shout out. This video specifically is for Arnita. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
This is one of the ones that we had in mind from a couple weeks ago when we told you we were going to come out with an episode specifically about marriage. So
right.
This for you, girl.
Yeah, Arnita.
There's been a lot of debate between traditional women and modern women, but I think that we're missing one. So I want to go over all three and see what you guys think.
And I'm going to go over the men because, you know, I like to keep things fair over here.
All right, here we go. First woman, traditional woman. This is wifey material. She is about her family, about her husband. She's the type of woman who cooks, she cleans, she has a beautiful home. She is submissive, cooperative.
What do you like to do?
Whatever you like.
She's in sync with her husband. She knows what's going on with her children. She's head of the PTA. She may work, but if she does work, it's probably like part-time. Her husband takes care of most of the bills, and she takes care of him and the family. And these women are highly sought after by men who want families. So that's number one.
And number one is also the traditional man. He pays for everything, but he doesn't do as much work around the house. No cooking and cleaning, which is fair because his job is to work, and he works his ass off. He's the backbone of this family. You see these lights?
Let there be light.
He pays for it. If the family comes up short financially, he picks up overtime, which prevents him from helping with the kids as much. No helping with homework. Sometimes he misses activities like basketball games or Christmas shows because he has to work. But most importantly, he shows up when it counts. I respect this man.
Traditional man. Traditional woman. I call them the red pill man and the woman that the red pill man wants. Some people call them the unicorn. Then the other red pill men get mad at people for calling it the unicorn and say there ain't no such thing as a unicorn. Ain't no such thing as a unicorn. Women are not magical creatures. They're normal people, and they do bad stuff just like the rest of us do. I really don't think it's that deep. I really don't. But I understand why they call them unicorns. It's because they're rare, and there are not a lot of traditional women because we don't live in a traditional time.
Yep.
Most people are going to be modern or one of the other things that he talks about. So the thing about this video that I want to put out there for everyone is that there are a lot of different types of people, and then different variations and bleedings of these different things that we're going to go over today. Nobody is just 100% nowadays traditional unless they were completely cut off from social media. They don't watch TV because TV is crazy now. Yeah. So they don't watch TV. Like, they have to be completely shut off from everything. They have to be, what are those people that live in like Pennsylvania and stuff, and they're like
the Amish, because I don't think they have TV and stuff like that.
Yeah, they would have to be like the Amish people. Like, they have to be completely cut off from American society because at some point some of modernity will some piece of modernity will seep in. Some piece of modernity will seep into most people if you're participating in modern times. if you have access to modern things, you see modern people, modern music, all of that stuff, all of that has an effect on your mind, how you act, how you perceive things, how you perceive relationships. And it's going to change how you act. One thing that I want to say is a lot of people always talk about this traditional woman. They talk about this traditional man that goes out there and does stuff, and the red pill really pushes that. But we have to understand that all of these issues have nuance. Most people aren't 100% one thing or the other, because when they are, they look extreme and they look crazy.
This is true.
It can happen, but it's hard to find a traditional woman, and it's really hard nowadays to find a true traditional man as well. And I guess we'll get more into that. You have anything you want to say before we go to the next part? Okay.
2, you have the modern woman. These women, the core of who they are, what they care about the most, are their careers, making money. These are your boss chicks. I find these to be nurses a lot, hairdressers, people, real estate agents, selling insurance. The hustle is everything to them. They got a bundle business, a lash business. They don't really care about relationships or marriage that much. It's not that important to them. Now, a lot of times, a lot of these modern women are single moms, and they think that they can do everything. They think that they can have it all. They don't want to be limited to anything. And I think they look at marriage in a negative light, a negative connotation. They think that if they have to cook and clean, that's slavery. But they care the most about themselves and their career. And I think that that is the woman that a lot of men have problems with.
Yep.
When I date modern women, I just date them for fun, casually. I never take them seriously.
He forgot a few. The modern woman loves attention, twerking, showing her. She thinks she can have sex like men do, and that men shouldn't judge her. But we do.
Yep.
And even though we men love easy women, we still judge easy women.
Talking about you trying to drop knowledge.
Number 2 is the modern man. Now, no one talks about the modern man except for me. I think it's safe to say that if women have become more modern, men have too. And no one wants to talk about the modern man. So what does the modern man care about the most? The same as the modern woman, having fun, traveling, partying all the time, and having sex.
Sex? Hell yeah.
I used to fit into this category, but then I grew up. So, who fits into this category? Well, you have your normal red pill followers, your passport pookies, who I still believe make up the majority of the passport bros, because most of you aren't traveling to find wives, y'all are just traveling for some. The modern man can be an ex-traditional man who has been divorced, raped, and now they believe they should never, ever trust a woman again. The modern man doesn't take women serious. They want a 5-girl rotation, and they want all these ladies to be exclusive and loyal to them. And when they get left for a man that's more serious than them, they often say dumb catchphrases like, "She's not yours, she's just your turn." Just like the modern woman, modern men also look at marriage in a negative light. They think if they have to pay all the bills, that's simping. So if you want to date them, we going 50-50. Yeah, I need half.
Half.
They also don't care about legacy, but they like to have a lot of sex. A smart modern man wraps it up, but the dumb ones don't. And when they get a girl pregnant, they don't want the kid, because responsibility isn't fun. So if the woman keeps the kid, he resents the mother for it, but he pays his child support and maybe picks up his kid every once in a while.
I'm here to pick up my son.
Hey, son. I'll be back next week to pick him up again.
The modern man doesn't think he needs women. He's the top G in his head. But 9 out of 10 modern men don't have the work ethic of the top G.
Well, what color's your bag?
They don't have the money of the top G.
You don't have a big wallet. You a fat dude.
That's not to downplay the modern man, because a good modern man can have hoes. Because you see, this category is full of men who can't get hoes and men like me that never had a problem with them.
Nigga, please.
And when women meet high-value men like me, or ones with even more money or clout, they tend to have problems because they think they can change them. Ladies, if you're dating a modern man, 9 times out of 10, it's not going anywhere. And if you spend your good years trying to take this man serious, it's on you, love, because he's already told you you don't belong to him.
She belongs to the streets.
Ooh.
That was a lot.
That was, yeah. These are the people that everybody on the opposite side complains about. Basically, this is who most women complain about, and this is who most men complain about. So that's pretty much what it is. To be honest with you, the only issue that I have with the modern woman is that they all think that it's cute to be out there and to be hustling and grinding and doing their thing when they're at a certain age, but when they get older and they start getting lonely because their friends done ran off and got married and have kids and are doing things and are just too busy to go hang out and keep them company, it gets real lonely, and then I've seen a lot of them get bitter. You see a lot of them on TV. You see a lot of them, and they carry that attitude and that anger, but you sort of do it to yourself. And that's pretty much it. I mean, same thing for the guys. It's the old dude at the club. He still think he out here pimping, doing his thing. You guys have seen a lot of guys who go through divorce, which is traumatic for both men and women.
Right.
And they go through this and they be like, it was all her fault. He cheated, but it was all her fault. She should have never did this to me. I will never forgive her. You'll see that
part.
And he'll be a modern man, and he'll be like, I'm the hoe from now on. I will never in my life take any of you serious again because of the one of you that I dated and broke my heart. Because of her, all 150 million of you are exactly like her. Hate you all. Or maybe all of the ones I meet in my city, all of y'all act same. All y'all remind me of her. So because everybody in my city is acting like that, everybody else across the entire country, all you women are exactly like them.
Facts.
You have anything to add to that?
I'm just waiting to get to the last one.
Part 3.
Yes.
Lastly, we have a term that I've come up with called the hybrid woman. Now, the hybrid woman is a mix of both. She has a little bit of traditional woman in her. She has a little bit of the modern woman in there. And let me explain. She'll cook, clean, and take care of her man. She wants to have kids, but not too many. She wants her man to understand that her career is important to her, but she's still going to be there for the family and him. She's the woman that tries to toe and walk the line between those two worlds. She want to have things for herself, but she also wants to be a good wife and mother. Now, oftentimes, she can get this done, but there are going to be some challenges because she needs to find a man that is understanding of this and who will work with her on this.
I was gonna come up with a term, but hybrid man sounds fine. Some traditions, some modern values. I'll just speak about myself because I'm a hybrid, and talking about me is my favorite subject. I cook, I clean, open doors, and I also don't have a problem paying for the first few dates. But after that, I'ma treat you like Capital One.
What's in your wallet?
If you pass that test of opening up your wallet, and when things get serious, if you decide to move in, just know I also need half of the rent.
What?
Ain't no free rides over here, baby. I'm not about to bust my at work, pause, while you stay at home.
Get the f out of here, man.
Less work means spending more time with my kids. And I want to be at all the events for my kids. I'll help with the homework and pick up the slack when you're tired from work. I want my lady to have a good job. That way, if I decide to get married, there's no huge financial concerns about marriage, which is what most modern men complain about. Because she makes great money and I make great money. And if she doesn't make as much, she's also okay with signing a prenup. Because if she's okay with going 50-50, the chances she likes you just for money are a lot slimmer. Besides, as I continue to earn more, I would like my wife to work a lot less because she's built with me. She was with me shooting in the gym. And as the mother of my kids and my legacy, there's no higher honor to me than that. I'm out.
So, okay.
I think that was really good. That was a good video.
No, that was really good.
I appreciate it.
I think one of the things that we wanted to kind of talk about was depending on where you fall, whether or not you're one of the three, whether you're traditional, you're modern, or a hybrid woman or man, you have to figure out exactly what it is you want. What is your purpose? Because depending on what that is would determine the lane that you fall in. I know that it can be very frustrating listening to all the different people. I'm speaking specifically to women right now.
All 13% of y'all that's watching our videos.
Like, oh, you should be traditional. You need to be more like just catering to your man, not necessarily worry about working. Just make sure he's taken care of. Let him take care of the finances.
Right.
You take care of the house and the kids and everything like that. Then there's the women out there just like, oh no, you need to go out here and get this bag because you can't wait or trust on no man or depend on no man because they ain't dependable. And they can leave you at a drop of a dime. And then, you know, there's ridicule on both sides depending on what you decide to do. Oh, you crazy for, you know, just allowing yourself to like just depend all on a guy. And then there's the women out there that's doing everything for themselves, and you know, people call them out like, oh, you crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. There's a lot of different things going on out there, but I think the most important thing is you have to figure out what do you want your life to look like and not be concerned with all the noise. Because people are going to ridicule you no matter what you do. Can get closer. People are going to ridicule you no matter what you do. They're going to come for you. So it's so important that you figure out what it is that you want your life to look like. Figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing in life, and you move from there. We've talked about it several times on this channel before. If you know that you want to be able to have a career, like if you feel as though that's your purpose, I don't know, whatever it is that you feel led to do, then you do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, don't feel pressure from society to be any particular type of way. And that's another thing. Oftentimes I think people, they fail to realize that your relationship is unique to you with whoever you get to. Like, your relationship, your marriage is not going to look like anybody else's because you're a completely different person, and so is your spouse. They're a completely different person. So your relationship, your marriage, it doesn't have to look any particular way. You decide what you want your relationship to look like. You don't have to worry about traditional roles. You have to do what works best for you and your significant other. And I think that that's key in order for you to keep your sanity in this day and age. Because I really feel bad for, you know, the dating pool right now, you know, especially like, you know, the young people, like people in their, you know, their 20s, early 30s and things of that nature, and even older people who might be back in the dating market. I feel really bad for them because there is a lot of pressure coming from society to be one way or the other. Screw society and figure out what it is that you want to do with your life, so that way you can be satisfied and you can be happy with that decision. And the person that you end up connecting with, hopefully they will be on the same trajectory, so that way you guys can figure out this thing called life together, what you want it to look like.
So one thing I will say is what I've seen from both sides is that they make a lot of generalities about the way men act and the way women act, what most men want, what most women want. So you can listen so that you can understand as best you can the male versus the female psyche and the difference between them, and so that it can put you in a position to understand that you're gonna have to put in some work. You're gonna have to pull up your bootstraps. You ain't got no pull up your pump straps. You ain't got no strap, girl. Strap the pump on. Do something to get yourself in the idea that whatever relationship you get in, it's gonna have to be some work. A lot of people want to have relationships but don't want to work for it. And that doesn't matter if you a feminist or a red pill or you somewhere in between. Because the reality is every relationship is gonna require some work. And a lot of people think that they're gonna find a perfect person when they are perfect for no person. So that is one of the big issues that is happening in the dating market, is everybody thinks that things are just supposed to come to them when it comes to dating, but everything else in life worth having has to be worked for. And that ain't how it works. You can find a perfect person, but because you ain't perfect, y'all still gonna have issues. So you have to put it in your mind that you're gonna have to do self-work. Like she said, and I think it was great advice, figure out what your purpose is, where you're supposed to be, and what you're supposed to be doing first. Figure out who you are first. And then all of your decisions need to surround that, because that is the best way to guarantee that you will be where you feel like you need to be at the end of life. Because a lot of times somebody will come into our lives that we need, not who we want, and we'll walk away from them because it ain't who we want. So, and a part of that is not knowing yourself, trying to compare them to everybody else. And sometimes it's about swallowing the pill that you ain't all of that. And guess what? A lot of people don't realize ain't none of us all of that.
Bruh.
All of us got to go to the bathroom and drop stinks.
Oh!
We do. There is a part of everybody that smells like and as you live, you will continually produce.
Bruh.
Ew!
It will never stop. So there is always going to be a part of you that is not where it needs to be, that needs to be worked on. So if everybody just stopped thinking that they're perfect or that they're so great or that they're tans, we would be in a better, because this world needs a giant shot of humble pie.
Yes.
Because people think because I'm rich, that I have a certain amount of money, or not even rich, just I'm doing really good in my career, I'm all of that. Or because I'm so pretty, I'm all of that. Or because
Bruh.
most people are most people. And even the exceptional are still flawed because none of the people are perfect.
Right.
And we need to stop acting as if any of us are and understand that to get to where we want, you're going to have to sacrifice something. And you have to figure out what you're going to be able to sacrifice. And that's how you make your decision as to what you do and you don't accept and what you do and you don't want. It can't be based, like she said, off of what everybody else is saying, because the red pill movement is coming on strong. The manosphere is coming on strong right now. Men are talking back because they've been getting beaten up so much by feminism and feminist views for so long. They're tired of it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, me and my wife are coming together in the middle of that, and they're making a lot of good points. But the reality is everybody isn't some stick figure that aligns to some perfect thing. Everybody has baggage. So there are so many different variables, and it really is dependent on the person. And I feel bad for a lot of people in the dating sphere. I think that one of the best things that happened to us was growing up in a smaller community where we were just sort of interdating people within the vortex. That actually, I mean, I didn't love it at the time, but that was great because you got to see and understand people's characters before you went on a date with them. You weren't shocked and surprised about what you found out. You know, everybody had a little bit of dirt in the closet, but it wasn't a whole dead body. It was just like a finger or a wrist or something like that. You know what I mean?
Really?
I'm just saying, everybody got something in the closet, but it wasn't crazy because you were able to observe before you approach. And you were able to do that for a decent amount of time.
Yep.
And that makes a difference. So I think that part of the problem is that people aren't going out and making communities where they can be with people with not just like goals, because everybody talk about like goals.
Yeah, no, like-mindedness.
People who are like-minded, people who have
values.
Yes, people with similar values.
Yes.
Thank you. And because that will go a long way. I know this is a long video, but a lot of this is gonna get cut out. And a lot of it was what he did. He gave us 8 minutes. So, but that was an amazing video. I love the fact that he really pointed out that there is more than just two extremes. And the curve is all in between. There are people who are hybrids but lean more traditional or lean more modern. And a lot of that has to do with how you were raised, what you experienced in the dating market. So, you know, keep your chins up, keep your head up, and take the information that is given you and try to make the best decisions you can.
Yeah.
And pray to God.
Yes.
And get out the house. Don't be.
Yeah.
The worst thing that you can do if you're really trying to like get your family situation started is to just sit in the house.
Yeah. You gotta put yourself out there because nobody's gonna find you.
No, I mean just
confines of your, you know, your walls.
Yeah, I'm not just saying just date either.
Yeah.
I mean like go and join something that you really are into.
Yeah,
that
something
matters
you enjoy
to you.
doing. Yeah.
And get into that. And guess what? You might find somebody there that fits everything, but ain't as good looking as you want them to be or whatever. And that might be what you need and not what you want.
Yeah.
Bruh.
True. Very true.
Or don't make as much money as you really want them to have. That might be what you need and not what you want. That happens so often. I've seen a lot of people get married to men who would be considered, now that we have the word, high value. Before that word was a thing, they were married to these people and they've been having a rough time. And I've seen guys who've been married to beautiful women, really pretty women, and they're not happy now because the things that they use to pick these people don't work. It got to be based on character. It got to be based on compatibility.
Yep.
And sometimes you might have to swallow some medicine, and because everything ain't candy.
Nope.
All right, I'm done chatting.
Yeah, but that's gonna be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys appreciate our content, go ahead and consider subscribing. Go ahead and pushing that button there.
If you don't want to do that and you're not sure,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut off. I'm sorry, baby. I love you. If you don't even want to do that, Go on to watch a video. Is probably gonna be right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Watch that video.
Or over here.
Yeah, wherever.
Yeah.
Just click on that video.
Yeah, just so you can get a better understanding.
Yeah,
of who we are.
that's right. That's right.
If you need some more, just go ahead and push that. Okay.
Yeah.
Check us out. See what you think.
Bye.
Deuces.
I don't know if the welcome is gonna be in there, but we can do it anyway. Maybe I'll put it at the end.
Okay.
But, I don't know. We still trying to figure this out. I don't know if this is gonna make the final cut. I think our new subs appreciate us just getting to the business.
Yeah, then our day ones be like, yo, where the intro?
At? Yeah, I know.
So we gotta mix it up.
I don't know. All right. We gotta energy up then. We got energy up. Yo, y'all may not know this. We actually listen to like I started putting explosions in there. We actually be listening to him so that we can get jumped up.
Funk Master Flex.
Bruh, I really listened to that. We didn't listen to it today.
No,
you think we need it or you think we good?
I think we're good unless you just want to.
Okay. Well, look, I don't. Lord have mercy. This dude. This is what we listening to.
You get so extra. I love it.
This is how we get amped up for the show.
I miss my home.
For the summer, understanding. This record might keep the summer warm till December. InFlexWeTrust.com if you want to listen to it early.
I just thought about all of the copyrights that may be happening with this thing. But look.
We can't play it for y'all.
Yeah. We probably gonna end up having to mute most of it. That's just sad. But look, we listen to that so we can get into the mood for this here intro. So I guess this gonna be our behind the scenes right there. Us getting ready for the intro if we don't put it in the beginning. Okay. Bruh. That's just so much. Shout out to my man Beard. I'm gonna shout him out in the video too, because it's Beard, bruh.
Just let yourself, baby, feeling oh so silky smooth, and just let it shine through. Just let yourself go.
One of our subs keeps telling us, one of our people keep telling us that I need to try to get some type of beard sponsorship. That's a beard. Y'all gonna see this right here. This is a beard that this deserves a sponsorship.
Yo, it is crisp.
Bruh, he looked like he gotta be from Atlanta. He looked like he from Atlanta. We don't know. I don't know where he from, but I don't know. Okay. Anyway, you ready?
Yes.
Energy up.
Oh, we doing a welcome?
Yeah.
Welcome
To the J&O.